we go. Well, welcome back to the S.L.I.D.E podcast. I am your host, Coach Aaron, and Jenn is joining us tonight. How are you doing, ma'am?
I am. Today was the Mondayest Tuesday ever. It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Oh,
It was a
yeah?
rough day at work. Yeah. Living
Yeah.
the adult life. Like, I wish I could go back to those baseball and softball days and just play in the dirt.
I know, right? Like kids
Yeah.
listening, they have no idea what a Monday, Tuesday is.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
And
What
we're
about you?
we're also
Sorry.
joined with Logan, the Lowdown, one of our field reporters out of Fort Pierce, Florida. How are you doing, sir?
Good today. I'm
Good.
good.
You out on spring break, right?
Yes. Today's my last day of spring break.
Well, what have you been doing this whole spring break?
Went to go see my brother play in college. And then mostly just sleeping in and video games.
Hey, you know what? It's spring break. Do what you
Yeah,
want
it
to
is.
do. Do what you want to do. Now, I have to say, I make Jace like get up, and sometimes I just kick him out of the house. I'm like, look, you can go somewhere else, but you're not going to be here laying around. So I'm just that dad. So anyway, yeah, Jenn. So softball started. First few games didn't go quite like you wanted to. How's things going now?
Well, since we are also on spring break, I let the kids take the week off. We'll start back on Sunday with another practice, and then we've got games next week. We scrimmaged. We had a local tournament, and we scrimmaged one team, played well. I thought we hit. This is 6 and under softball, everybody. So, like, no college recruiters are out there or anything. So, we hit the ball a lot better than we played defense. Stopping the ball and throwing it was a challenge. But we'll get them next time. I am really looking forward to this season. Last year, I moved people around. I basically just said, it doesn't matter if we win or lose. I just want to give people experience. This year, I'm in it to win it. I'm putting people where they belong and making the lineup the way it should be, and I expect to win the tournament this year.
I can hear
around.
Coach Jenn coming out in you
I
right
ain't
now.
messing around.
Yep. We'll get them next time. That was funny. So that was like a run-on sentence, and you added, "We'll get them next time" right in there. That was perfect, Coach Jenn, right there. So, well, you know what? You mentioned giving kids off for spring break. I am coaching flag football. I think everybody knows that by now, and these kids don't get no breaks. Like, they get enough break as it is. Like, come on
If you
now.
ain't
It's
first,
spring
you're
break.
last.
That's right. But we're going to show up. No, I'm just kidding. This week was voluntary practices, and so, I mean, we had everybody but 2 kids yesterday, so and we got
That's
our first
good.
scrimmage tomorrow. So I'm doing it a little bit different. I don't know if we even want to get into all of it, but I'm teaching them actually the NFL play calls and teaching them like route structure, and we've spent 2 weeks going through and learning routes, and now
awesome.
we're building in plays, and it's so fun. It's so
Yeah,
fun.
and there's not a whole lot of coaches in flag football at that age that are doing it, so I think you'll really see the fruits of your labor. But one thing, Colton played flag football last year, and something that I really appreciate about his coach is he did the same thing. They had armbands. All the kids had armbands, and what he would do is he would make their play sheets, right? He'd call whatever play it was, and they would have certain plays at the beginning of the season that were blacked out, and they had to achieve certain milestones to unlock the next play.
I like that.
Which I thought was really cool. He was you probably know who he is. He's a video game developer. So that's kind of what he modeled that after. He knows kids love
Achievements.
most video games, and then being able to unlock the next level. So that's how he would entice them to do well and unlock the next level. I thought that was really creative of him.
I will say I integrated giving out football cards to my players. So in baseball, I was giving out baseball cards. Got that from Coach Ball Game. Love you to death, dude. And it works. It works. So
I like that you brought that over to the football
yeah, why not?
coaches as well. That's cool.
Listen, and I got to ask the parents something here. And Jenn, I want your feedback too. So look, flag football is supposed to be fun, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was a hard question. No, here's the real one. All right, so you get a flag if you celebrate, right?
In NFL, you mean?
In flag, can't celebrate in flag.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Is that a new rule?
I don't know. It's unsportsmanlike penalty. But here's what I told the kids yesterday. We're gonna celebrate.
That's
I don't
odd.
even care about a 5-yard penalty. If anything, that gives me more room
To
to
make a play.
throw the football in the end zone for the 2 point. So
I
we're
feel
gonna
like that's
celebrate.
new because when Colton was playing, I mean, they didn't overly celebrate, but they did a chest bump and like a little,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, look, I want them dancing. I want some team like celebrations. Like somebody scores, we all run out there and we get in a line like a roller coaster or something. And look, I was a Dolphins fan this past year. They were the ones that like perfected the end zone celebrations. And I told the other
Dang.
coaches, I was like, we can't celebrate, can we? And they were like, no, no, no. I was like, well, we are. I
Yeah.
was like, listen, here's what I want. And I told the team this, and I'm going to shut up and we're going to get to our guest. Is I said, we may win, we may lose, but as long as we're having fun, that's all I care about. Plus,
Amen.
if we get beat, I want the other team saying, winning was fun, but it looks like it's even more fun to be on that team.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. That's what I want. All right. Enough of our rambling. We have spent 7 minutes talking about our stuff. And so today we are joined with two gentlemen out of San Diego, California. And Logan, are you crunching peanuts?
I
No.
think it's Jesse.
Oh, I wasn't sure. Anyway, we are joined today by a gentleman named Jesse Maddox. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good. What about you?
I'm doing great, man. Even better since I'm sitting here with you guys. And we are also joined with the man, Levi. What's up, dude?
What's up? Very nice to meet you guys.
Yeah. Thank you guys for being interested in coming on the show. Now, which one of you two is the biggest talker?
Probably Jesse.
Jesse? He said you're the
I'm
talker.
Well,
Are you
But
is Levi quiet?
well, in the dugout, something happens. I'll be the one to say something. That's for sure.
Okay. That's my kind of dude right there. All right. So I want to give both of you guys a chance to tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us who you play for, how long you played ball, all that fun stuff. And then what's your favorite cereal? Yeah, let's go with cereal. Cereal's always classic, Jen. Mm-hmm. All right. You guys ready? Jesse, let's hear you, bud.
Definitely Captain Crunch, but not the all berries or just the ones that are regular. The mix. The mix is the best one.
It's a
Gotcha.
good answer.
Good.
I like it.
I like it. All right. Tell us who you are, where you're from, who you play with.
I'm Jesse Maddox. I'm 12 years old. I'm in San Diego, California, and I play with Let Them Play 12U National.
Let them play. Wonder if anybody's heard of Let Them Play. All right. Levi, what about you?
My favorite cereal. To be honest, I'm not a huge cereal guy. I love muffins in the morning and banana. I love eating muffins and banana. But if I had to choose a cereal, I'd probably choose like just classic Cheerios or Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, are you eating like the little mini muffins, or are you eating like a full size muffin?
No, it was like a chocolate muffin.
Oh, that's me all day, dude. That's me. Now, I love some cereal. I've said it before on the show. I love some Fruity Pebbles because you can't go wrong with. I mean, there's just so many flavors in your mouth. It's just so
They just
amazing.
get soggy too quick for me.
That's why
Yes.
They're good. They're
you
good.
can't just
I
sit
like
around and look at them. You got to eat.
I know. You gotta eat them quick.
I don't know.
But that
All
mean-
right, Levi,
yeah, I
where are
like
you
them.
from? Like all that fun. So, how old are you?
My name's Levi Wolf. I'm 12 years old. I live in San Diego, California. I play with Let Them Play National 12U. And yeah,
Very cool. All right, so both you guys play with an organization called Let Them Play.
yeah.
Which one of you two can tell and describe to our listeners what exactly that means?
I can.
All right, Jesse, you
Well,
up, bud?
I mean, it's sort of in the name. Like, let them play. They don't. Coach isn't too controlling. You don't have many rules. Like, for example, we just steal. We don't have any signs. They just let us play, like the name says. Let the kids mostly just run the show there. Because
I'm
after
pretty
all, I
sure.
mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure our whole goal of Let Them Play is just nobody Coach Eric says this a lot. Nobody's gonna out baseball us, which I think means is like nobody's ever gonna outwork us, outplay us, and we're gonna play the baseball the right way and have fun while doing it. And
That's different than most programs. And obviously, I know Coach Burns a little bit, and that's Coach Burns. Now, how long have you guys been playing for Let Them Play? Jesse, you can go first.
Once it's July, which is my birthday, be about 1 year from then. Back
Awesome.
in Futures 11U Invitational for USA last year as first major tournament and pretty much all tournament that I played with this team.
Wow. Okay. Now, given the players control over a team like that, you must not win a lot.
Oh, we win all the time.
But how? Your coaches are letting you guys do it. Like, that's just unfathomable. I don't know if I said that right. Did I say that right, Jen? Unfathomable.
Unfathomable.
Well,
No, I didn't mess that up.
just because they might not give us help like that in the games doesn't mean that they're not doing it pre-game or after game or in between innings or at practices. They're giving us their best so we can play our best when we don't have them in the future.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've heard this. I've heard this for a few years now. Is you coach in practice, right? That's where the coach really shows up, is in practice. In a game, they should just be your biggest fans, because at that point in time, it's not coaching. You're not in a coaching mood right now. Like, you should be in total support mode. So I think that plays right along with that. Levi, what's your take on it, man?
I mean, I just think that whatever we do, we just always have a purpose of what we're doing, and if wherever all of our guys that are on our team are just we all know what we came to do, and we all are either mature enough or know what we have to do pre-game, post-game, during the game. And don't need that stuff. And then they just have my main goal whenever I play, especially just have fun. It's my one mentality whenever I play. And so I feel like as long as people can do that, and gel as a team, that's what makes great teams.
You know, Jenna, I got one thing to say, and I'm going to turn it over to you. But,
Okay.
you know, the last E in the slide, we've always used it as excitement. I think we need to change it to empower, because I think that's an example of what these coaches do for these kids is they empower them to make decisions, to make the best decisions for the team. And that's huge for both of you guys. Because when you start talking to recruiters, if you haven't yet, but when you start, like, that's what they want to see. They want to see leaders, like, someone that's got courage, that can, speak up when someone needs to speak up, to help lead your teammates through it. And it sounds like you got a whole team full of leaders. So that's pretty awesome. All right, Jen, you're up.
You guys are in 12U. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. So with the league or the team that you play for, do they have like 8U and 10U as well that are let them play?
I think we have a 10U team, but it's mostly out of Arizona, and we have a 14-year-old team that's mostly from Southern California.
Okay. Have you ever played for another coach that's not of that philosophy of let them play, and talk about like the difference between what you feel like is beneficial with the way that you're coached now versus then? I'll let Jesse go first.
I've only been on 2 travel teams my whole life, and that was this one and then a team that I used to be on when I was like 9 through 11, and it was called the San Diego Hustle. And I've played against Levi before on that team because San Diego tournaments. And our coach, I mean, great, he's a great guy. He
Good.
coaches Grossmont High School. I definitely wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for him. But and his philosophy was almost the complete opposite. I mean,
Okay.
he when you did something wrong, he told you did it wrong, but he didn't just tell you that you did it wrong. He told you what to do better. He was he was growth mindset, but he would definitely stick it to you when you did something wrong.
Growth mindset. Dude, you're 12.
I learned
Where
that.
did you-
know.
where
I
did-
learned that in school.
Yeah?
They're teaching me right
Wow. Okay.
how to do a whole presentation about growth mindset versus fixed mindset.
Wow. That's impressive, dude. I like that. Hey, that applies all throughout life, man. That's good stuff. Levi, what
about
about you?
Yeah.
No, I think I've played a travel ball a little longer than Jesse, but
Mhm.
I've played for 3 or 4 teams in total. Guest played for a lot of teams. I know there's just nothing. Don't mean to say this in a bad way, but all the other coaches I've played for, they all have different philosophies
Mhm.
and different than Coach Eric. And Coach Eric's philosophy, can't say it.
Falafel,
That.
falafel, unfathomable.
Yeah, philosophy.
That's all right. His philosophy, yeah.
So philosophy is just it's just really good, and all the other coaches I've played for all have different stuff that they think and whatever they tell you and stuff.
Mhm.
It's just whatever I've learned, just adapt to whatever they're doing, and yeah, just
Yeah.
just
Listen to the
adapt.
coach. Listen to the coach. Well, I think that's one of the things that we talked about with Coach Rack last week was, you're going to have different coaches, throughout your life. Some you may have coaches that you're not quite fond of. And then you're going to have the Eric Burnses of the world. And you know what? You can learn something from both. Even the ones that you're not fond of, you can still learn things from them. So that, again, growth mindset. Have a growth mindset. I'm still impressed. We're talking about growth mindset.
I know with 12-year-olds.
I
I
know. That's
started
good
them
stuff.
early though.
All right. Well, look, Logan, I'm going you up next. Get ready. And let me ask you guys this: how do you get on this team? Like, it sounds like you should have a waiting list. Like, how do you make it to let them play?
Here, I'll go first, Levi.
Yeah.
So my story is a lot different than most people's.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know how Levi got on the team. Not in like a bad way. Like not
That's
not in a bad way.
hilarious.
Like I actually don't know how he got on the team. But how I got in the team is I I went to the only 18 made it for the USA team, and there was I think 26 people that tried out. So I went there, and and Biscuit Burns was there, Eric Burns' son. So Eric was there, and he saw me, and then I definitely wasn't the best one out there. So he saw me as a prospect, a person to get better, and he noticed I wasn't on a big national team yet. So he was like, "I want that guy," and he grabbed me off of there, and then I played the tournament in futures with them, and then I've been on the team since, and I've gotten a lot better through his coaching.
Freaking love it.
I know.
Like, that's the kind of stuff that, like, everybody should hear right there. I love it. Levi, how'd you get there?
I mean, I live close to a lot of the 14-year-old kids for the Southern California team,
Mm-hmm.
and mostly his Troy Gloss's son Ty, he lives down here
Mm-hmm.
he moved to Fresno for now, but so I was friends with him and stuff, and I went to a lot of practices at their house or whatever, and Coach Eric came down for a couple times. Just we were saw and then he just started to know me more, and then I played a couple tournaments before the futures thing Jesse was talking about, and and just made a decision as I played up my whole life. I played an age group up with my Riptide team for
Same,
3 4
same.
years. So it was a decision to go back down to 12U or go to 13U, and with going to 12U was a possibility to join this team, and I took that opportunity and just enjoyed it.
like that too. You know, that says something about your parents. Because look, the reason why we put you in an age division higher is to help increase the level of competition. Because every parent's got to keep up with all the other parents and all the other nonsense that goes on, but they let you make the decision, and I think that is you two are, I would almost say, getting close to grown men personality here. This is yeah, Jess, go ahead.
I just like to add on what
Hey,
Levi
hey,
said.
look, just for everyone, y'all don't have to raise your hand. Just speak up. Sometimes I just don't stop, and you can just interrupt me. So
All right.
That's true.
go ahead,
But
Jess.
to add on to what Levi said, I also played up my whole life, and but I didn't play up because my parents thought it would be a higher competition. Like
Mm-hmm.
my my team was like we didn't have any other teams besides the
Oh,
13-year-old.
okay,
So like started from the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
gotcha. Yeah,
We didn't. So I've been playing up, and I didn't even know I was playing up the whole time. I had no clue that I could play a younger age. I just got thrown straight in there, and I just started playing and performing well, and then I went to USA Trout, and then made that team, and then here I am.
that's incredible. That's awesome. Logan,
Yep.
He's doing
the
hat tricks.
lowdown, the lowdown. What you got for these dudes?
Um, I have a question about let them play. Um, so so I got that 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 the coaches just let you guys play in the game. Like, do the coaches still like tell you what to do in the games instead of instead of like hitting or like infield or like stealing instead of the signs? Like, um do they like tell you like where to go still, or do you guys just do that?
Levi, you got this one.
Yeah, it's funny. Coach Eric likes to bring a lot of coaches to different tournaments. Our last tournament, we had two coaches that we just never knew before or whatever. So we get a bunch of different perspectives and stuff. I say mostly what we like work on as a team and what we do is a lot of approaches and mindsets like stuff. And to answer your question about they still tell us like waving going to third, like you're rounding second and wave to go to third or half or whatever. Still do that and stuff. It's just mostly approaches and stuff that I think that are really good for us. And if you're able to apply that and use that, it's very helpful.
Yeah, I think like he's. There's actually a company out. Brandon Geyer runs it, but it's a mental mind or major league mindset, and that's almost like describes what you guys are going through. Like I'm sure, and just for everyone listening, Coach Eric is Eric Burns, MLB player for the Oakland A's, the Diamondbacks, previous coach of the Savannah Bananas. Like this dude's legit, like 100% a baller. So like I think it's amazing to hear about like this guy giving back to kids the way he is. I think that's incredible. So all right, so now we get to talk about each other. Jesse, what when you think about Levi, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
I think he knows what I'm gonna say. I think
He's a little
apple. I
scared
think
right now.
apples. I
You
think
think
apples.
apples?
Oh, yeah,
There's a
look at him.
story.
He knows. He knows.
All
Every
right.
time in the dugout, he's got his little like fanny pack full of snacks. He's always got apples. He's always got apples to give for everyone, and I
Aw.
love
Now, do
that
you
out of
cut
him.
them up? Do you cut them up for
Yeah,
everyone?
they're freshly sliced, right to give to everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell them about
We
the red
learned
ones, Levi.
we learned a couple of years ago. Just I've ever since I've always loved apples or whatever,
Yeah.
and we like a couple of years ago we figured out. So we started putting like a whole bag of apples and we put lemons inside of them and we like squeeze them and it makes them taste like more sour and keeps them like not turning brown.
That's right.
Really? Even the red
Yeah.
Yeah,
apples?
yeah. It,
Mm, that's
it was really interesting and I've always brought apples to games and share with team, and they love them.
That's solid right there, dude. That's a solid.
Yeah,
Now you get to tell us what you think about with Jesse.
I think whenever I think of Jesse, I think emotions. He's like
Okay. All right.
whenever he's it's funny when just all the emotions he has to when he's pitching, to when he's fielding, to when he's feeling like just when he's feeling dedicated or something.
Yeah.
And
Locked in.
he's like I'm gonna take this pitcher like 450, or I'm gonna throw 80 right down the pipe to this guy. Just like when he's all the different emotions he has, it just what makes him
Special
just
and unique.
special. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, I
Special in
love
a
that.
good way, though, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, all right. So now I got a question about that. So catch that, Logan. Got a question on that one. So, um, describe the different versions of Jesse. Jesse,
Um,
let Jesse do this one.
The
You
all
can
right.
talk. You can even talk in third person if you wanted to. Like, so the Jesse infield. This is how he approached it. And the Jesse Batten. I'm just kidding. That reminds me of Eric Burns. But go ahead.
Let me think. So I'll go through how I'll feel in a championship game because I pitch the championship game every time. So
Okay.
start of the game, we'll say we're visitors, fresh mindset, ready to hit, time to pitcher up, normal, right? We'll pretend I single up the middle.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, yeah, let's go. But then I and you know how you can let the bad things go
Mm-hmm.
quickly. I let the good things go even quicker. I'm immediately like, all right, I'm gonna get up there and now I'm gonna steal second and third base. First pitches on both, and then but now on the pitching side, normally I'll strike out the first two batters. Then I'll probably walk the next guy, and then probably
Like
like a
on
ground ball.
purpose. Like on purpose, you walk the
No,
third guy.
I'm admitting I'm wild. I can't throw strikes sometimes. I just can't do
Hey,
it
look,
sometimes.
dude. Charlie Sheen was wild thing. That's okay, dude. Let's go. So on the mound, you're like, I'm about to mow this dude down.
Yeah, I always have confidence on the mound. But now let's talk about when things aren't going so well.
Okay.
When things aren't going so well, I start to throw it harder. I start to throw it harder instead of being, dang it, I didn't get that one. I'm like, since you got me this time, I'm getting your friend even harder. Just on how in our last tournament, someone hit a home run off of me in the first inning. So second inning, I took his boy deep. I took his boy deep.
yeah, that was funny.
Oh, I like it. I like it. That's
Yeah, I Levi's right about that. I got mixed personalities for sure.
Hey, dude.
Jesse, do you know what the yips are?
Oh yeah, I
You
get
ever
them
get the
sometimes.
yips?
Yeah.
Really? That's a real
Uh,
thing. Talking about mindset.
I'm trying to think. Last time I had him, I was I actually this is one of the best games I've ever pitched, but it was against 101 Elite back in West Covina,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, all right, this team's gonna be pretty good. I gotta pitch my A game, and it's a bunch of my friends. I was facing against their select fest dude Ashton Aguilar, who was former Let Them Play from 11U. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't on the team though, but and I was like, all right, these guys are gonna be good. I gotta go in there. I gotta bring my A game, and then it I was feeling the pressure. Like the first at bat, I'm pretty sure I walked the first guy. Little wild. Felt I was my confidence wasn't fully there, but pushed through it and I pitched something like 13 strikeouts, one hit, no allowed runs through the whole game. Probably the best game I pitched.
Wow. Now I got to go back to what you said earlier. Do you throw 80?
That I could I bet I could because I've been stuck at 77 for the last like 6 months and I've gotten stronger, so I'm sure I could. But shaking your head?
You're
I
acting
think he
like
was.
77 slow.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
That's
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
but like I expect more out of myself. All the work I've been getting to throw harder. I need to hit that 80 mark. It's coming at the end of the season. I'm telling you now, it's coming.
Dude, I love it. Like, It's like we're sitting here
You
talking to like some serious ballers here.
we are, but you have to understand how much more growing you have to do. And I know that you're ready to be like there at this at that 90 95. I know you want to be there, but you have so much growing left to do. So treat your body well. Take care of yourself. Sleep good. Sleep 12 hours if you want to, especially on spring break. Like stay in the bed, rest, let your body do its thing when it's recovering. Drink a lot of water, eat a lot of protein. You'll get there. Like you're putting the work in. It's obvious.
Jen, should I be sleeping 12 hours?
No, you're not a growing boy.
I mean, what is it? The 8-hour rule for me?
I mean, 7 to 8 would be great,
Man,
but
12
I
would
don't think
be
you.
12 would be
No,
awesome.
there's no way. The last time I did that, I was probably 12 or 13. And then here comes my dad, like pulling the covers off of me. Get out of the bed.
Yeah. Logan, do you know what the yips are?
Yes, I have them each.
You what now?
I have like each game, and then towards the middle, then I'm just fine.
It's the weirdest thing. Aaron, have you ever had them?
I didn't play long. I
Oh my
didn't play
gosh.
long enough to have them. Well, actually,
It's
hell,
like,
my whole career was the yips. So,
but it's like you all of a sudden have zero control over your own body. It's so wild.
no, I don't think I ever got them.
Oh
But
man,
that's it doesn't
it's very
sound fun.
mental.
I've heard you talk to a lot of people about it, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Levi, what position do you play? Positions?
I play first base, pitcher, and then sometimes outfield, but mostly first base and
First and
pitcher.
pitcher. Are you lefty?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So is Jesse.
Okay.
oh, wow, two
Lefty.
lefties on the staff.
Yeah, we're both lefty hitter and pitcher.
There you go. Now, which one's the better pitcher? I know this is
Jesse.
an honest, blunt question. Who? Jesse?
Probably me, but Levi's way more accurate. Like way more accurate. But when I can throw strikes, it's hard to hit. Definitely hard to hit when I can throw
When
strikes.
we both have different, like, like,
Yeah,
we both,
we have different jobs.
yeah,
Okay.
different jobs, I should say. Also, he just, like, if you, there's multiple different, like, strengths we have, like, pitching.
That's
Like,
right. Okay.
he
Yeah.
is,
And that's honestly like when I ask that question, it's more so for just the giggles, but you're exactly right. Everybody plays a different role on a baseball team, and that's what makes baseball so freaking awesome.
The thing is, I mean, I literally can't pitch unless Levi pitches, which means that what I'm trying to say is, if Levi doesn't pitch good, then I can't pitch good because of he's pitching the semifinal game every time, and if we can't get to me pitching the championship game if Levi doesn't do what he normally does, where he shoves on the semifinal game to get me in the championship game.
Levi,
yeah.
you carrying a lot of weight there, bud. Every pitcher
Yeah.
carries a lot of weight. I mean, I'm gonna tell you that's
Yeah, don't sleep on Levi.
Yeah, Logan and I were talking about this earlier and how much pressure is on pitchers. And Logan's a 10-year-old pitcher,
Yeah.
and
Same.
it's a challenge. I know. Like, how do you guys get through it? So, Levi, I hear that you're pretty mentally strong. Like, how do you handle the pressure on the mound?
Well, for me, pitching has always been much different than hitting for me,
Mm-hmm.
just mentally wise. Whenever I'm pitching, it's just like I always think about it like football. Whenever I feel like you have the ball. It's always controllable and just have a better mentality when I have the ball
Mm-hmm.
in my hand and I know what I can do with it. And whenever, like, let's say the team's chirping in the other dugout or just being loud and saying some stuff,
Mm-hmm.
all just that's just part of baseball and that's what's gonna happen. So all I just focus on whatever the catcher signs are throwing down. Focus on taking a deep breath and just relaxing and letting your training from before do the work.
Yeah.
And I also have, it might be a little funny, but I have two different cards that I got mentally from some I worked with, mental guy. We have mental cards So before I go to hit, I pull out the mental card in my back pocket, read 3 steps or whatever, and then when I'm in the box, I think about those 3 steps and then let it happen.
That's a solid approach.
What do they say? What are the 3 steps?
Number 1 is see the ball. Number 2 is hunt the fastball. Number 3 is be a predator, and then number 4 was is pura vida, which is a Costa Rica term for everything and happiness.
Some serious stuff here.
I'm
Like,
impressed.
our listeners and guys and gals that tune in on YouTube, like you're listening to some serious stuff here. Like, all right, let me ask you guys this question: what's a mound visit? A mound visit from Coach Burns like? Who can do the best Eric Burns?
Here, I can try.
All right,
So-
this is
I
a
know
hard
Frankie
one,
did one. I
Jen.
want to see you did one.
So, hold up. He'll come to you through the mound, right?
Yep.
And he'll always sit like this. He'll go, dude, it's fine. Just let it go, Like, it's fine. Next page. You got him. I mean, you're the best kid I know. I don't want anyone for this job except for you. So just keep doing what you're doing, and you got a defense behind you. That's it. That's
Wow.
what he does. Exactly what he does.
The mannerisms were good. Levi, is that pretty spot on?
Yeah, for a kid played the outfield most of the time, I think it's pretty spot on.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's
Oh,
awesome.
so I have a question for Jen.
Knock it out, dude.
Do you play any other positions than pitcher?
That's for Levi or Jesse?
Jen.
Oh,
Jesse.
I play right field, mainly right. Sometimes center, like barely, but mostly right field. It's my spot.
And out of those positions, what is your favorite?
Right field, because when there's a hard ground ball, I get to throw them out at first base. And when there's a right-handed batter, if they get like jammed on an inside pitch or something, maybe they'll flare one out to right field, and I could lay out and catch that one.
Those are the fun ones.
Scary, bro.
Yeah.
I'm at first base and I see a ball coming from right field, and all the guy running is behind me. Just like you have 2 different ways to get hit.
Yeah, it's not common for you to catch the ball with the runner to your back in baseball at first specifically.
I'll be in right field, and then Levi will turn around. He'll go.
Yeah, that's what. It's
Yeah.
either just rocket, cut to home, something like that.
Gotcha. All right. Well, now let's switch over to hitting. Which one of you two are the better hitter?
Jesse is for sure.
Oh yeah. Listen,
Je-
that's humility right there, dude. Like, I love it. Like, all right, Jesse, you can hit the ball too.
I try. That's for sure.
Okay. Some more
He's
humility.
he's being humble.
He is. All right. Well, let me ask you guys this question: how old were you when you hit your first bomb? Either one of you.
I think I was 9, and it probably like it was Little League, so I was 9. I think I was either old 9 or just turned 10, and I pulled it. I was like halfway through first base, and I realized it went over the fence, and I was like, I just did that. I just hit a home run, and I was so excited. 9 or 10 years old, so I was dancing, jumping around the bases while I was running.
That's so awesome.
Super excited. I'm pretty sure someone has a video if we found it, but it's a long time ago.
I love it. Levi, what about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my first travel ball home run when I was 9 and 10, or I distinctly remember 9, 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We had our quarterfinal game or whatever in bracket play. I hit a walk-off home run on Mother's Day. It was a really awesome moment. I remember hitting the ball thinking it was like because I didn't pimp it. I just ran and thought it was like a double or something.
Yeah.
Then I see our first base coach like cheering. It was just like what I did, and then I hear everybody screaming and stuff, and the ball went over the fence, and I was just shocked. It was the walk off home run, and I was 9, 10 years old, so I was cheering around the bases and stuff, and
Yeah.
doing something I wasn't supposed to. Probably now I get flamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I just wanted to say, like, this has nothing to do with my first home run, but that made me think of the time where I was playing for the Southern California team, in the All-State Select Championship down in Houston, and we play 6 innings. Bottom of the 6th inning, we were down by 3, full count. I was up with the bases loaded, and it was like storybook, right? Come on, and you dream of these things, these even opportunities. I swing as hard as I can because might as well go big or go home. I swear it was the farthest ball I've ever hit, and it goes right back. And everyone thought it was gone. The fog was heavy. The wind was blowing straight in. I thought I got it for sure. I may have pimped it maybe, and it was a fly out and we lost the game.
Oh no.
I swear it was the farthest ball I've ever hit, and it just went straight back.
Logan, define to me when he says he pimped it. What's that mean?
That means like he probably bat flipped it and it didn't go over, and then that's what pretty much it mean. Like you thought you did something, and then you didn't do it, and then you did something when you thought you did it.
Right. Okay.
It was so embarrassing.
Jesse,
Oh
I got a question for you.
I've seen MLB players do it though.
What is it, Levi?
Go ahead.
To be honest, who do you think has better bat flips, you or Frankie?
Frankie does the same one every time. It's me, not even close. Frankie does the same one. He walks down and then he flips. So he's walking, and then he goes just like that. But I've done toss. I've done regular flip. I've done throw overhand. I've done a lot of them. I've done just dropping it. I think I got variety.
You just sit at home and come up with different ones.
Yeah, I don't think I've done the same one twice. I always come up with different ones.
That's it, dude.
We're gonna need the footage.
All right.
We need video proof.
Oh yeah.
The fact that you come up with different ones is crazy. Just thinking about hitting a home run and you just do it.
Well, you
No,
know what?
that's what I do on deck. I'm like, what celebration should I do today?
It's visualizing it before it happens, man.
Yeah, that's how things get done.
Yeah. When you step up on the mound, I'm about to strike him out right now. He don't even know it yet, but it's coming. Go ahead, Jen.
I know that you boys may not watch much college softball, but I know Coach Aaron, you do. Mm-hmm. We were watching, I think it was Ole Miss, South Carolina over the weekend. I think that's the game that it was. The left fielder goes back for a catch, and she just knows she has it. You know, she's on the warning track. It hits the top of her glove and goes over the fence. Home run.
I've seen that stuff happen.
And then, like, she just leaned on the fence. She could just tell. She was like, that just happened. I cannot believe that just happened.
I know her heart had to drop. Like,
oh my gosh.
All right.
I don't know if they ended up winning or losing the game, but that's never a good look.
So
I remember my first home run, Coach Aaron.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
When I was 9, I was playing for my softball team, and the kid gave me a cookie, and I hit it deep left center field.
Oh my God! He said the kid gave me a cookie.
I don't know.
I thought before the game they gave him like a Chips Ahoy
That's what
or
I thought
something.
too. I think maybe what he's talking about is what we would call a beach ball. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Beach
all
ball?
right. Yeah.
A really good pitch that I can.
Okay. All right.
And then,
Finish your story.
And I had a good feeling that I was actually gonna hit one that game because before the game in batting practice, we were on another field taking BP, and I hit one over in batting practice, and I had a feeling like I'm gonna hit one over in the game, and the guy gives me a good pitch. I swing as hard as I can. I take it deep over the left center field fence. It was really far ball, and I was like still like little, so I was like jumping around, I even hit a dance on the running back coming from third base. I hit the gritty.
Yeah. Look, I am all for good taste and
Celebrating.
celebration because
Yeah.
it celebration. You don't have to. That's not rubbing it into your opponent. Like take pride and credit for what you just did. Like that's awesome.
Yeah. Some people like take that offensively. Like celebrating after
Yeah.
you do something good or something.
Yeah.
Look,
Just like
I
to
mean,
me,
you would have done the same thing. Come on.
yeah. Well, I've heard some criticism to some of the MLB players, especially I think it was last year. We saw a little bit more celebrating, and I heard some criticism about it, and I'm like, that's what makes the game fun.
Yeah.
Like the game, if the game is played so seriously, like then you're not gonna have the viewers nor the followers, and that's where the bananas come in. We'll just take all the people that got bored and we'll move on. But all right, this is good stuff here. All right, well, Captain Obvious. Which one of you two are Captain Obvious?
Oh well, literally Levi. Like,
Where did that come from?
over some time with my older team, just as always, my dad made that nickname called Captain Obvious after a while. After that, there's one commercial from I think it was either Capital One or something. He's just
Mm-hmm.
like the Captain Obvious guy or whatever.
Oh, I
And
think
just
I've seen that commercial.
yeah, he just got that from there and started calling me that. And
Well,
my teammates started calling me that.
what's the
And
traits? Why did your dad think that was a good name for
because
you?
I said I say a lot of obvious stuff sometimes when pointed out when I think when I sometimes I think just as like people don't even like just to make sure people know that and just it's very obvious stuff and just who I am.
Now, all right. So in the bio that your dad sent, it says that you watch a lot of MLB Network, right?
Yeah, a lot.
Um, that just sounds just like you may be good at broadcasting because broadcasting, I get so irritated with those Captain Obvious questions. Does it feel good knowing that you just won the championship? Really,
No, it
Captain
feels terrible.
Obvious? Like, I mean, but like sometimes they do that stuff. Does it feel good that you just won this World Series? Nah, I
Yeah.
just want one player to say, "Nah, that just sucks."
This is awful.
I know it. Like this is terrible. Go interview someone else. I don't know. All right. Well, hey, you guys brought up Frankie, so Frankie was on the show with us. Hey, tell me
Yeah, I
about
saw that.
this. Tell me about this 465-foot home run he hit in Houston. This you
oh,
get this,
I wanted to say
Jen?
something. So
Jen,
look
12
at.
years old, 465 foot.
I'm pretty sure if you look at
It makes no sense.
Eric, no, it's either on Let Them Play Baseball or it's Eric
It's
Burns'
on
post
both.
on Instagram. You
Mm-hmm.
could see he hits the homer, and then if you look on second base, I just stand there and I just look at it. I don't even run. I just stand there. I literally just stared straight at it for a good 3 seconds, and then I decided to run.
Was
I,
Yeah.
was
I
that a
mean, it
Captain
like,
Obvious moment there? Like is
well,
obviously gone?
yeah, Captain Obvious that it was gone already. He hit it, and I was like, I immediately knew it was gone because hit it so hard, and the fences were only like 265, so way
That's
out,
crazy.
Yeah.
way out.
That's,
It's in the
he
trees.
he hit it almost through two fields.
Yeah.
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 It was
Wow.
funny because I went to a Padre game like 2 days ago, and I looked in the outfield and I said Frankie's homer would have won the second deck.
Oh my
Really?
god.
I was
That's
like,
true.
I looked at it and I was like, it really went that far.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
crazy to see.
I I've talked with some people that I know and just they've seen the video and stuff and
Mm-hmm.
they don't believe it even went at 300 plus feet based on just the way a 12-year-old can hit that far.
Yeah.
I mean, that's grown man stuff there. I
Yeah,
mean, Go
oh,
ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead. Levi.
I remember watching it in the dugout and I've seen Frankie hit some far home runs before, and I see this one. I was like, oh, this one's gonna be like maybe 370, 380, which is still really far.
So far.
And then I see it go over the batting cage that we were hitting, and just I was like, oh my god, that's got to be 400 plus feet, because our field was at least 300 feet to left, and like the fields are oddly dimensions, like 300 to left, like 250 to right, like 260 to center. And
Two.
then I remember
So the right field would be
the right field was 50
further.
feet shorter than left field.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember. It was so weird.
Yeah,
Now,
and then he like
for the critics though, like that says he didn't hit it that far, how did you measure the distance of that?
It was his dad. He's checked it.
I
Oh,
don't believe it was that accurate, but I believe it was still 400 plus
It
feet.
was definitely, I'd say, from 445 to 460. I'd
Yeah,
say that seems about right.
yeah.
because I
Well,
don't.
yeah.
Yeah,
Still about like 80 feet farther than I can hit it. And it wasn't even a fast pitcher. If he was a fast pitcher and he would have got one, it's going 500 feet.
he just something with Frankie and hanging sliders and
Yeah.
curveballs. Like he hit one in I think it was October or November or something. He hit one these Huntington Beach fields. He it went it went to the first, so like the fields were like diagonal to each other or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and he hit it to which would have been if it extended the foul line of first base on the other field
Hmm.
to left field. And it almost went over these like trees that were in left field, and there was like a gate or whatever. I remember watching it. It still wasn't as far as the one he hit in Houston, but
Like,
just
is it
no,
just superpowers? Like,
I mean,
does he eat
I believe
Wheaties or
so.
something?
you should see this guy in person. He'll sit down and his thighs are just huge.
Oh, so he's a big kid.
He's a big
I gotta,
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
yeah.
Like
He's
because he's like I've seen some bigger kids in our age group, but he's he's still big, like just like 5'9", 5'10", and he just like the way his body like works in his legs because he's a catcher, so
Hmm.
stuff. So he works a lot on his legs.
mm-hmm.
Just the way his legs are built and how his body and stuff. It's like you think he's like a just an O line football player, just ready to just truck you
Yeah,
or D line.
he's bigger than me, but we're about the same height. I might be like a half inch, quarter inch taller,
Wow. Okay.
barely.
All right. Well, you guys are California boys. Let's just say you do not get drafted out of high school. Where are you going to college?
UCLA.
UCLA
Ah,
at the same time.
Because
okay.
Coach Eric did a it was a he took us to the field because he's a UCLA alumni or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and we were cherished with the opportunity to go to their practice field and watch an inter squad of theirs and practice on like their little mini field or whatever and hit in their
Mm-hmm.
cages, and wa- just watching that and do just being there in general felt so good. Just knowing that could be me and could be Jesse one day
Yeah.
if we keep doing that. And I distinctly remember this guy,
Oh,
the center fielder. He absolutely robbed the home run, literally like almost like
yeah.
3, 4, 5 feet.
Bo Jackson scaled the wall, jumped up and grabbed it. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Bo Jackson. Yeah. There's a lot of people who don't know who Bo Jackson is these days. That's a shame.
Wow. You'd
Yeah.
be a football fan, you know him, and you'd be a baseball fan, and still know.
I know. Bo knows.
You're right. Or you can just, what was Bo? Yeah, Bo knows. Was that
Bo
Nike?
knows. Yeah, I feel
I
like it
think it
was.
was. I think it was. Oh well. All right. You two dudes are very impressive. Logan, you got a final question for these guys? Or are we ready to roll to our last question?
Um, what is what is like what gets your mindset good? Like what gets you pumped up before the game?
No, yeah.
um,
Go first.
for me, I'm a huge fan of listening to music.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
I
that.
Me
love
too.
listening to music before games. Could be whatever I'm feeling or whatever situation might be, either from rock, country, rap. Doesn't really whatever I'm feeling in the moment.
Well,
or
you're on the West
taking.
Coast, so you better be listening to like '90s rap. Like
Yeah, I do.
none of this stuff today. This it's not good.
Tupac, Ice Cube,
There you go.
stuff like that.
There you go.
But either that or I take just deep breaths and closing my eyes and just thinking about good situations and situations that could happen in the game, depending on what team we might play or something like that.
Cool. Visualize. All right, Jesse, what's your pregame routine?
Like he said, listen to music. I love listening to music. Uh, for me, I was always a Eminem guy.
Okay.
But now I like more the new people, like
Oh,
Like,
the new rap.
Lil
But
Uzi,
I'll
little
still 100.
shotgun.
I like the people that I like right now are I doubt you heard of them, but
Who?
Ken Carson. Uh, I'll listen to
Is he a rapper?
Playboy Cardi. Yeah, they're all
Okay,
rappers.
I believe that one's a rapper.
And then Travis Scott,
Okay, I know who that
Uh,
is.
and those are pretty much like my favorites. And then
Okay,
Eminem. Yeah.
gotcha.
and then I have one more question for you guys. Like, is there anything like special that you guys do like before the game, like when you're at the field, like not when you're in the car, like getting your mindset right? Like, what are you thinking when you're at the field, like when you're facing a good team and
Like a superstition.
and, yeah, and you have to like get this done right now, and you have to do a really good job. Like, what do you guys like thinking for the game?
You want to take that one, Jesse, or should I?
Oh, I got it. I in my head, I like to kind of like make fun of them. In my head, I'll be like, "Look at this guy. He's terrible. He's throwing so slow. That's easy. That's over the fence already before he even knows what happened." Stuff like that. And then someone will run or something. I'll be like, "He's so slow. Take off the piano off your back," or something like that. Because
Yeah.
then it gets my confidence up, and then confidence is key.
I like
And my mindset or superstition, whatever it is, just they're all we're they're all playing. They're all the same age as us until we get to high school and play varsity or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're all the same age, and we're all going through different things. So whatever whatever we're focusing on, we're doing doesn't. We're not being influenced by them if they're talking any trash or anything like that. There's nothing. Just get our team and yourself as ready as possible before, and if when like I know this quote's old and stuff, but you're always battling yourself and whatever you're just yeah.
That is very, very, very true. Jen, what do you think of these two?
I want to tell Logan what my pregame superstition
Oh
was.
yes, she never changed her socks. Did you know that? I'm just kidding.
It's not true. No, that's not it. It's way less cool. So we went through our pregame warm up. We were out there as a team. The very last thing that I did was I would lay on the ground. I was a catcher, so I'd lay on the ground and I'd throw one leg over the top, and my athletic trainer would come and she would pop my back, and then I'd throw the other leg over and she'd pop my back. And if it didn't pop, I would flip out. I was like, "Wait, come back! Like we gotta get a good pop out of this." So I'd have to get in the position to where my back would pop, and then I could go on. That was my
So no pop,
superstition.
no pop, no performance.
Yep. No pee, no pee. That was my silly
Also,
superstition.
Go ahead, Levi.
also something my old team used to do before bracket days or championship days. Our whole team would go lay out in the outfield, just lay on the ground with our hat over our head, and our coach would give us meditation stuff and just good mindset tools and just think in your head and stuff, visualize. And I thought it was just a superstition and that we did. Whenever we did that, we always played well, and it was just a
Yeah.
funny thing that we did.
You know what? I need a time machine. I need to go back.
I
Like,
know.
like,
Oh,
how great would
God.
that be, Logan? Look, I know you got a lot of growing to do. I need you to learn how to build a time machine and get a flux capacitor, and because I need to go back in time
I know.
just so I can play with these dudes. So,
You know, I wish we could do. I
what's
wish
that?
I wish we were able to go through a TV and go into a movie like Back to the Future, and just steal that capacity, whatever it's called,
Yeah, yeah.
and get the DeLorean, and
The
take it up
DeLorean, for
TV,
real. Yep.
and then, whew, that'd be amazing.
You know, I wouldn't change much, but I do want to play ball again. Like, I just did. I sold myself short. If I acted and thought like these two guys right here,
I know. I
you
know.
know, I might still be playing
Yeah.
in a retirement league.
I was gonna say you're a little bit past your prime at this point, but
Well, you know, I can always dream. So,
you can dream.
all right, guys. Well, look, we let you start the show off, and we're gonna let you finish the show. So, at the end of every show, no. I got one more question to ask.
Yeah, you do.
Logan, you about to let me slip up. You got to catch me on that kind of stuff. This is your question. All right. Here this is definitely the hardest question we're going to ask you today. All right, you ready? I like how they both sit up a
Yeah,
little
they're
bit.
like,
I like that. Until I tell them the question. All right, you're walking up to bat. All right, both of you are in an on deck circle. All right, got to visualize it. You about to step up to the plate and hit a swamp donkey. Do y'all call home runs out there swamp donkeys?
Sometimes.
There's another
Sometimes?
term for them.
Okay.
Know that.
I learned that term, so it stuck in my head. Anyway, you're walking up to the plate. What's your walkout music? Levi, we're going to let you go first.
Probably something. I'm not a huge fan of just like something like loud and very upbeat. Probably something like more chill and just smooth. Like some. I don't really know what genre it would be or whatever, but just something. There's multiple different songs I would like. Probably just one particular song. So one of the two Ice Cube songs. Either It Was a Good Day. I know that one's famous, and the other one's You Know How We Do It by Ice Cube.
There you go.
Just
Look,
to
this dude is trying to he's in soul. He's done got my heart. This dude
I
is
know.
talking Ice Cube West Coast
Good
gangster
answer.
rap.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'm
in the
more.
'90s, I was all about it, dude, and I still am to this day. I've been listening to DMX all weekend out in my garage. So me and my son been barking. All right, Jesse, what were you gonna say?
First of all, I was just gonna say, like Levi's more inland San Diego. I'm more like by the beach and by the city. Like I could drive like 10, maybe 8 minutes to go to like downtown San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe 15 minutes to the beach. But anyways, to the songs, I was more like probably more hype music. But if I had to choose two songs, I would choose Dark Fantasy by Kanye West, or you're not gonna know this one, but this is for like the probably 12 to 14 year olds that we're gonna watch. This is MDMA by Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely. I would use that song.
MDNA,
MDMA.
MDMMA. Okay, and it's about what's his name? Carson.
Ken Carson.
Ken Carson. All right, let me put this in my phone just so I don't. I'm gonna have to look this one up.
I know.
Ken Carson.
I wouldn't play it out loud if I were you.
Yeah. I got him right here. I got him. All right, which song should I listen to? If I
The one
want to
that
hear
I-
his best, which one is it?
His best song, his most popular is probably Fighting My Demons, but
Mm-hmm.
my favorite is probably probably honestly probably Fighting My Demons is my favorite.
All right, that's his
Even though
number
it's the
one
most
song
common.
right here in Apple Music. Apple, we would love to have you as a sponsor. I'm talking about your product here on the show. All right, now we're at the end. So at the end of every show, we take just a few minutes, and first of all, I want to hear how we can find you on social media. After that, I'm going to thank everyone for listening and all that fun stuff. And then at the end, I'm going to say, until next time. And you're going to say, we will catch you on the slide. Got to do this in unison. You guys got it?
Yeah, I should write this down.
We will catch you on the slide. That's all you got to know. We will catch you on the slide.
You on the slide.
We'll catch you on the spot.
That's right. Logan's got it. Oh, he's typing notes. The other one's writing notes.
I got it. I got it.
You got it.
Freaking keyboards are so loud.
I know.
I'm in. I'm in them. I closed out the wrong tab on accident. I was trying to close out my notes tab, and I closed out the actual tab.
Your friend from 5th grade come in the room?
No, it was my dad said, what happened? I said, I closed the wrong tab. I'm back, though.
All right. So, but at the very end, I'm going to say, I'll catch you on the slide, right? Mm-hmm. You guys got it? Jen, it's bedtime over here.
It is. Sorry.
Jen's yawning. It's 8:46 here.
It's 8:46.
5:46.
Look, Logan, this is like Back to the Future. These guys are still living in the past. So
It
like,
is.
we can tell them what happens.
I was confused because I thought it was like dark
Who
out.
wins the Padre game?
Who are they playing?
St. Louis. I'm going tomorrow.
Oh, no. All right. How can we find you guys on social media?
Levi, you go first.
You can find me at Levi Wolf 35 on Instagram, and you can find me at Levi _ Wolf on TikTok.
Okay.
You can find me at Jesse James Maddox 1 on Instagram, and I don't use TikTok, and I'm not saying it my Snapchat or anything.
We don't need that. Yeah, we don't need
Good
that.
idea.
Jesse James, I like that.
That's my full name, Jesse
like
James Maddox.
Dude, you got that's a movie star name there.
My mom, I think, was trying to go after the cowboy dude, Jesse James.
Oh yeah, know exactly who that is. All right. Well, look, thank you guys for hanging in there with us this entire time. Look these two dudes up. Great role models for younger kids and true ballers at that. So amazing guest tonight. But thank you guys again. Make sure you please go subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple, iTunes, Google. Google Podcast is gone now. All the Spotify, all the different things. Come follow us, share, recommend. And if you got a baller out there that's got something they want to talk about, send them our way. But until next time, guys,
we will catch you
on the slide.
All right. That's it.
We thank you for toughing it out and pushing through. Now, let's go teach the world great sportsmanship, leadership, to go inspire someone through your dedication and excitement for the game. Make sure to smash the like and follow button on all social media at the S.L.I.D.E Podcast Show and the S.L.I.D.E Pod on Twitter. Plus, leave us a review and feedback. Until next time, we'll catch ya on the slide.